Everything you're about to see in this video happened on the very first day of the year 2019, starting now.
It's New Year's Day, first day of 2019, and I got some big plans for this year. In 2019, I want to do more things, meet more people, and go more places. Because the world is filled with interesting people. So I'm starting a podcast. It's every week. Gonna feature a different guest each week in a different location. I'll sit down with different professionals, talk about their expertise, talk about their world. I'm still gonna work for the Rick and Bubba show. I'll work for Rick and Bubba. Lost my hair tie. See, I'm the young, scrawny, nerdy, softy guy on the Rick and Bubba show. But the thing is, when Rick and Bubba get into their 70s or whatever and want to retire, I'll be in my 50s. So I've only got 20 years to practice. We're gonna talk about all kinds of stuff on this podcast. I'm gonna talk about cameras. I'm gonna talk about drums. And I'm gonna talk about guitar. The thing is, I feel like I am a jack of all trades. I know a little bit about a lot of things, but I am a master of none. So I'm gonna be meeting with different professionals in different environments to find out how they got so good at what they do. I'm gonna meet with artists, journalists, filmmakers, cooks, authors, politicians. I want to talk about hunting and wildlife management. I want to talk about biology. I want to talk about sushi. There's a saying that goes, 5 years from now, you will be the same person you were, except for the people you meet and the books that you read. So I'm gonna try to meet a whole bunch of cool people and read a whole bunch of cool books. Personal growth is a big goal of mine in 2019. So even if nobody listens to this podcast, if nobody watches these videos, then at least I am growing. And that's the most important part. Imagine sitting down with 50 mentors in 1 year, how much that would impact your life. That's what I'm trying to do, and I'm trying to bring you along on that journey. Life is short. Take a look at this. Each one of these blocks represents a week of my life. This is how much I've lived, and this is how many dots I'll get if I live to be 90 years old. Life goes quick, and I feel like it's just going even quicker. All those little boxes I filled in felt like not that much time, so I need to make them count. And in 2019, my goal is to run a mile, 1 mile, every single day. Okay, there's my one. So I'm gonna try to read more books, meet more people, exercise more, just make smarter decisions. I'm gonna try to be more kind, be more understanding, be slower to anger, be slower to speak. I'm gonna talk about motorcycles. I'm gonna talk about God. I'm gonna talk about love and relationships and immigration. I want to talk about global dependence on fossil fuels. I want to talk about global warming or global climate change or whatever the scientists are calling it this week. Stupid scientists. I'm going to talk about gasoline engines and electric motors. So I obviously want to talk about electric skateboards too. And other alternate forms of transportation. I want to talk about movies. I want to talk about video games, but not too much. I want to talk about healthy eating habits. I want to talk about pizza.
I want to talk about dogs and fashion.
2019, I'm going to try to be much more flexible. I want to talk about yoga. And I want to talk about drinking beer. And I want to talk about sobriety.
Yeah, so I'm going to talk about a lot of stuff. I'm going to talk about a lot of things, talk to a lot of people. It's going to be a great 2019. Hopefully you'll join me, and hopefully we can grow together. It's going to be great. Thanks.
Check it out. This is how I control it. And it goes really fast.